is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan of his direct style. There's a genuine intensity and aggression in everything he does, but that doesn't seem to diminish his creative output at all. He goes for it every time.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Cullen. Anthony. That's a fabulous ball. And he's heaved it away. Have it back and can go again. Anthony. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Nice physical challenge. Florentino Luis. Hartman. Anthony. Hartman. Florentino Luis. Fernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Cullen. Ugochukwu. And a chance! Could be danger here. That's going to go a long way. Florentino Luis. Laurent. Garnacho. Laurent. Anthony. And claimed it back swiftly. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Lovely feet. Referee's given a throw. Can he finish? Hartman. Florentino Luis. Shoots! That was mighty close.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's João Pedro. Cullen. Cucurella. Caicedo. Garnacho. Pedro Neto. Anthony. Cullen. Pedro Neto. And it's Gusto. Fernandez. Laurent. Anthony. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedro Neto. Gusto. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Played into space out wide. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's in a good position here. Shot a goal! No, not quite.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
And it's Cucurella. He's got away. So who's he picking out? He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! He's scored!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So, a breakthrough already. Moved on forwards. Cullen. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cullen. Kyle Walker. Twanzebe. Florentino Luis. Hartman. Florentino Luis. Hartman. Anthony. That's tidy. Now here's the delivery. He's there to get rid. Showing good feet. Cullen. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Gusto. And he's picked out the run. Florentino Luis. Anthony. There's the shot! Pedro Neto, aim forwards. Tries to get it clear. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Clearly not happy with that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cucurella. Quarter of an hour played. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. And the counter is on. Ugo Chukwu. Pedro Neto. Garnacho. Cucurella. Garnacho. Good play on the left-hand side here. Garnacho tries a cross. Oh, that's nice and simple for the keeper. Fernandez. Cucurella. Fofana. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo. Caicedo, that's a delicate pass. Cullen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Garnacho. Garnacho. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Oh, great, and he shoots! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Garnacho. It's a foul in a dangerous area. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Pedro Neto! Chance to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a mighty effort! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Walker. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cullen. Chance! No, he's missed it.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
And here's Neto. Pedro Neto. And it's lofted through here. No way through there. Garnacho. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Oh, good ball. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Aimed in towards the centre. And that has been clubbed away. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto looks to the other side. Fernandez. Spread out to the left. Garnacho. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella crosses. Defending of the desperate variety.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Out to the left it goes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that could set him on his way. And it's hoisted clear. Fernandez shifted upfield. Pedro Neto tries to dink it through. Transebe is there, and he can get that clear. Garnacho.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Garnacho clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Sanchez claims it, and the danger passes. Ugo Chukwu. Laurent. Steaming on goalwards.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Laurent. Chalobah with a fine tackle. João Pedro. Gusto. He's in plenty of space here. Great defending, strong and determined. Anthony. Tuanzebe, gently done. Moved on forwards. Chalobah cuts it out. Caicedo. Oh, super find. Garnacho. Very nicely done. Here it is, crossed in. Clears it away. Oh, they can break here. Done delicately. Nicely worked. Oh, he's found him in space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Caicedo. João Pedro wins the duel this time. Kyle Walker. Ugo Chukwu. So what can they make of this? Anthony. Lovely bit of skill. Tries to cross. Chalobah, chance to shoot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Garnacho looks to get on the end of this. Ugo Chukwu. Hartman. Cullen. Tuanzebe. And it's played forward. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cullen. Tuanzebe. Cullen. Tuanzebe, nicely aimed pass. Fernandez. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Gusto. Gets into some space. And that has been cleared. Hit into the middle. Tuanzebe is there, and he can get that clear. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Garnacho. Tries to get it clear. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, he's got a side it. Real chance! It's anyone's ball now. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kyle Walker. Florentino Luis.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Garnacho. And it's Caicedo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Laurent. Ugo Chukwu. And there's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Defending of the desperate variety. Fernandes. Gusto forwards and with Pedro Neto! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Pedro Neto really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
That's really well manoeuvred. Laurent. This might... He's had a shot! Correa. Fofana shifted upfield. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Three-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Aim forwards. Anthony played out to the left flank. Oh, nice touch. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Played out wide. Cullen. Ugo Chukwu. Cullen. Oh, it's a great ball here. Pedro Neto. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fernandes. Chalobah, gently done. That's a throw. Fofana. João Pedro, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Has crossed into the middle. Garnacho chooses to go back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Some good work on the right flank here. Nice looking ball. And the pass is intercepted. And it's gone back to the keeper. Fofana. Fofana shifted upfield. Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Can he latch on to this? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Kyle Walker. Oh, can he get onto this? Calmly anticipates. That's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho. That's a cute ball. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Good chance here! Florentino Luis. Tries a deft little ball. Hartmann. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Fernandez forwards and with intent. And it's Caicedo. Does really well to win the ball there. Florentino Luis. Moved on forwards. Anthony. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. And the second half gets underway.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Fernandez. João Pedro. And here's Garnacho. Nice control. Time to deliver. Great defending, strong and determined. And he thumps it clear. Garnacho. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Chalobah. Anthony gets across to intercept that. Hartman.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, this is a great chance! That's really well cleared. And it's played forward. Spread out to the left. Hartman forwards and with intent. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Chalobah. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. And back to the goalkeeper. Cullen. Laurent. Oh, he's found support out wide. Hartman. Nice interception, well timed. Fernandez. Cucurella. Chalobah. And it's Walker. Cullen. Kyle Walker. That is lovely. And can he finish it? Chalobah. Cucurella. Cullen. Caicedo. No. Again, there's no way through. Garnacho. Now it's João Pedro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. The pass has gone astray. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Chalobah. Garnacho. Fernandez. Cullen. Tuanzebe. Florentino Luis. Laurent. Cullen. Fofana. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. The less said about that pass, the better. And here's Garnacho. And the shot! What a save from Dubravka! That tested the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Walker can get it clear. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Anthony. Hartman. Oh, it's played into the area. Too much on that, it's gone out. Moved on forwards. And that's been won straight back. Pedro Neto, who does have an assist to his name. Cucurella.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Cucurella. Out to the left it goes. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Great chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Played out to the right. And it's Walker. Garnacho, too strong for his opponent there. Gets it away.
Tuanzebe.
Great defending, strong and determined. Out to the right. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Florentino Luis. Tuanzebe.
Tuanzebe goes forward. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pedro Neto does really well to win the ball there. Kyle Walker. Can he get onto this? Oh, smashing header! He's kept it out just.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Gusto wins the duel this time. Chalobah. Fernandez. Fernandez shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Now he's got space here. He's found some space. That'll be a corner. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
You know, you can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Cullen. Florentino Luis. Hartman. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left. Now it's Garnacho. And he's managed to get free. And it's claimed by the keeper. Kyle Walker. Walker, gently done.
that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Cucurella, aim forwards. Garnacho providing an outlet on that flank. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Pedro Neto. Fofana, forwards and with intent. Now it's Garnacho. Laurent did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Tuanzebe. Moved on forwards. Anthony. That has found him in acres of space. Hartmann. And he's had a shot! Not out the best in the keeper. Gusto. Chalobah has played it long. And that is out of play. Tuanzebe. Florentino Luis. Laurent. Florentino Luis. Anthony. Hartmann. Anthony. Gone for a throw-in. A chance to play. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that's been repelled. Now it's Florentino Luis. This has gone, that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, it's come loose. Wins the duel this time. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Garnacho. Over to the left. Now then, the ball's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Cucurella puts them all in. Tuanzebe getting this one clear. Cullen. It's a quick ball upfield. Oh, can he get onto this? Laurent. Pedro Neto. Garnacho. And here's Garnacho. Pedro Neto. Garnacho. There are a few waiting for it. Cucurella crosses. Clears it away. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Garnacho. Caicedo. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. And here's Garnacho. And here's Neto. Fernandes. Fernandes looking to add to his goal. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined. Cullen. Kyle Walker. That looks a cracking ball. That pass has been well intercepted. That has been cut short. Cullen. Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Gusto looking for a runner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Laurent played out towards the right wing. It's a good run down the right. Walker could try cutting inside here. And that's aimed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's been won straight back. Anthony. Into the last quarter of an hour. No way through, so back it comes. Cullen. Oh, good spread.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cullen. Hartman. And it's played forward. Anthony. Hartman. Anthony. Laurent, here's on the finish! Sanchez trying to keep this in. Garnacho. Pedro Neto. Tuanzebe. Anthony. Hartman. Muscular approach does pay off here. That's really well manoeuvred. Gusto. João Pedro. Laurent gets a foot in here. Chalobah. Fernandes. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Kyle Walker. Hartman. Oh, that's nice. Hartman proves just a little bit too strong. Spread out to the left. Throwing. Laurent. Oh, that's neat. Florentino Luis.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Played out to the right. That's very neat. Cullen. Referee has just said play on. Chalobah. Fofana. Gusto. Out to the right.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Florentino Luis. Cullen. Florentino Luis. Hartman. Gusto tries to clear. That's the throw. Hartman. Delivers the ball. That has been knocked clear. Chalobah. Fofana. Ball's gone out of play. Correa. Fernandez. Pedro Neto, gently done. Into the channel. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, an awful lot of possession, but very little by way of penetration. Chalobah wins the duel this time. Gusto, aim forwards. Caicedo. Fofana, moved on forwards. Keeps on running. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedro Neto. Laurent. Oh, that's a nice ball. And they've got rid.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Out towards the flank. Garnacho. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Correa. Wins the duel this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Can he finish? And he's there to get it away. Hotman have it back and can go again. Laurent. Fofana. Gusto. Fofana. Caicedo. Laurent. Laurent forwards and with intent. Well read, and the danger is averted. Garnacho. Cucurella. Chalobah. Fofana. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.